Hello all, welcome to the seventh exercise on AutoCAD practice. In this particular exercise, we'll be taking a look at this particular orthographic drawing. Now, taking a critical look at this orthographic drawing, it may look challenging, but by making use of our tools and by studying it properly, we'll be able to achieve this. So if you are interested in this, then follow me as we do this particular exercise. Okay, so let's first take a study of the exercise. You will see that I always starting with my center lines. So now I have a vertical center line and an horizontal center line. I'm going to start with that. Then next, I'm going to proceed to try and achieve this region. I'll try and achieve this region. So I have a circle that has about six profile. So the circle is what information am I given about the circle? Okay, diameter 40. Okay, now diameter 40. Okay, let me look at it properly. Okay, yes, diameter 26 for the circle, diameter 26. Then for the profile, diameter 40. Then thickness is 6. So I'm going to achieve this first. Then I'm going to take a step further to now do this, to now do the circle of radius 40. I'm going to do that. Then I'll do the base. Okay. So now, then I'll go to the top. Now, let's get started. So now on my drawing sheet, the very first thing I'm going to do is my unit setting. Type UN on your command line, enter. I'm going to change from the default, which is inches. I'll be working with millimeters. Millimeters, okay. Now my unit is on millimeter. Then next, I'll be drawing my center line. So my center line, I'll be using construction line for the center line. So vertical, place it somewhere around the middle. Another construction line, horizontal. Okay, all right, so this is going to represent the main vertical and horizontal center line. Okay, so after drawing my construction line, my two vertical and horizontal construction line, so the next is I'll be achieving this section of the drawing. I'll be achieving this section of the drawing. So I have a circle of diameter 26, radius 13. So I'll draw circle, radius 13. Then I have some profile, some profile, uh, okay, diameter 40, radius 20 for this profile. Then the thickness is 6. Okay, so now when you draw this circle, for the first time, it might appear so big. So if it appears so big in your drawing, use your zoom to adjust it proportionally. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and draw the second circle, radius 20. Then I'm told that the thickness is 6, so I'll use offsets. So distance of 3, so I will do 3 on both sides. So next, I'm going to be using trim to take off the unnecessary parts. Trim, enter. So if you don't know how to use some of these tools, you can check the previous videos on how to use these tools. So I'll be using trim to remove this. Then I'll use erase to take away this. So now I have one of the profile. Then I need 6 copies of it. 6 copies. I'll make use of circular array. Select the profile, enter. Then okay, the middle point. Then 6 copies. Then I can trim again. Okay. So now I have that drawing. Then next I'll be drawing this bigger circle of radius 20, radius 40. Circle radius 40. Okay, adjust your zoom. So in case your drawing looks so big, always use your zoom to adjust. All right, so next I'll be trying to achieve this base. To draw the base of this, to draw the base of this. Okay, so what information do I have? I look at my dimension properly. Now I can see 68 from the center down here is 68. So I'll do that 68. Then from that 68, the thickness is 100. Okay, 68 and 100. So I'll use offset, distance of 68. So we've talked previously about offset. Okay, one of my vertical center line is gone. I'm going to replace it back. Okay, I think it was gone while using trim. Now I'm told that the thickness is 100. So to achieve that, I will just use offset of 50 on both sides. Offset distance of 50. So to the right 50, to the left 50. That will give me 100. Okay, I'm told this thickness here is 15. So I'll do another offset for the height, 15 upwards. So what I'm trying to do now is to achieve this base. Okay, so now I need to connect this with an arc of radius 14. This circle, I'll connect it with what I'm trying to draw at the base here with an arc of radius 14. So now to do that, I'm going to be making use of fillet radius of 14. Then I'll connect this circle to this line. Okay, all right, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to do it again. Now this time I'm going to use multiple, then I'll use an option of trim and say no trim. No trim. No trim means that after doing the fillet, it should not trim off the lines. So I've also activated multiple so that I can apply it more than once. So now I'm applying fillet, multiple, radius of what's the radius again? Radius of 14. Then trim, I want it to be no trim. So now I can select. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so now I have the base. I can trim off unwanted parts. I can trim off unwanted parts. So trim, I can now trim off unwanted parts now that I have the base. Okay, so that's done. Trim, this also needs to go. Okay, then I erase this. Uh, okay, I think I'm erasing, and I can erase this. So next, I'm going to try and draw this. I'm going to try and draw this. It has a height of 14. It has a height of 14, then radius of 10. So if it's radius of 10, it means that this thickness is also 10. So height of 14. So I'm going to try and draw that. So how do I do that? Height of 14. So I'm going to use offset distance of 14. Take this, then offset again, radius of 10. So that will be 5, 5 on both sides. So I'm going to be using offset to achieve that 5, 5. Then I will draw a circle of radius 10. Okay, is it radius 10? Oh, radius 5, I mean. A circle of radius 5. Okay, so now I can trim. Trim, enter. Let me take this off first. Okay, good. Okay, here's an opening. So let me link this up. And I can extend this. Okay, good. I can take away this. All right. All right, good. I'm making progress. I'm making progress. I've been able to draw that. Okay, I can see I need to trim off this part. So trim, enter, take away this part. All right. Okay, I'm making good progress. Now I'm going to now proceed and draw the external body. I'm going to proceed and draw the external body. So what information do I have? Now radius 66.4. So a circle of radius 66.4. Circle center line radius 66.4. Okay, that's a big circle. And the circle Now, if you look at the base of the circle, you can see that it's linked to this point. It's linked to this point with a line. It's linked to this point with a line. So I'm going to do that linking. So now I'm going to pick a line. Then I'll go to my drawing aid. I'm going to activate nearest. Okay, nearest is already activated. Or and tangent. I'm also going to activate tangent, so that I can have the line tangent to the circle. So now I pick my line starting from here, and I want it to be tangent. So I'm going to look for that sign for tangency, that point of tangency. Let me take off my auto. Okay, so that's the point of tangency. Okay, that's good. Then I'll do the same line starting from here to the point of tangency. Okay, so that's the point of tangency. Now I can trim. Okay, then I erase. Okay, so that will give me, yes, that blend of that circle to this point. That's good. So the last part of the drawing is to draw this three profile. I'm going to start with this and see what information do I have. Now this has a diameter of 12, three copies of it. Then the bigger one has a radius of 12. So radius 6 here, radius 12 here. So two circles. Circle radius 6, another circle radius 12. Okay, I've been able to have that. Then I need to trim off portions of the bigger one. Trim. Okay, so yes, now I need two other profile of this, and I'm told that one of these is at 41.3, 41.3. So I'm going to offset distance of 41.3. So offset this direction to the left, 41.3. Then I can, what do I do? Okay, so yes, I can draw the same object, circle, radius 6, another circle, radius 12, then trim. Then I have that. I have that. I have that. Okay. Then also another copy. Um, okay, also another copy at distance of 82 from the first one. At a distance of 82 from the first one, 82 to the right from the first one. So offset distance 82, 82. So I will have my profile again. Circle 6, another circle of 12. Then trim, then trim. Okay, good. Now I have my drawings. Now I have my drawings completed. I have my drawing completed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the size of this. Let me on my auto. I'm going to reduce the size of, let me off this. I'm going to reduce the size of this center line. I'm going to reduce the size by just selecting and dragging, reduce the size. Then I'm going to trim off some portion of the entire center line by drawing a rectangle to serve as an intersection. Then I can use trim to take off this, take off this, take off this. Then now I can delete this intersection. Okay, good. So I have my drawings. Then lastly, I need to put an hatch the drawing. So I'll go to my drawing tools hatch. Now the type of hatch used is called steel. It's called steel. So I'm going to select and I'm going to search for steel. Steel is somewhere. Okay. Okay, so here I have steel. I can use this arch. Then I'm going to arch. Now you can see now when I'm trying to apply it, it's appearing dark. It's appearing dark because the scale is not appropriate. So I'm going to increase the scale. Let me use a scale of, let me try 50 to make it very big. Okay, 50, not bad. Let me see. Okay, 50, not bad. But just in case you want to change the angle to look this particular direction, so I'm going to change the angle to 90. I'm going to change the angle to 90. Okay, so when I change to 90, you can see the change in the direction. Okay, so now I think I'm good with this. So I can apply. So I've used an arch called steel in order to arch this inner portion. Then next step I'm going to be taking now is applying um I'm going to be applying layers to my drawing. I'm going to be applying layers, so I'll go to my layer setting, layer, create a new layer, rename it as tick. I'm going to be giving it a tick property, 0.3. Okay. Create a new layer. Let me call it center line. A color of red. The light type. Load. Load center line. This. Pick it here again. Okay. Then I don't want my center line to be thick, so I'll remove that thickness. Then I can close. Now I want to apply my layers. So I'm going to select the whole of this, give it tick property, escape. All right, the thickness was not showing initially. Okay, then I can show or hide line width here. Show or hide line width to make it visible. Then now I want to make my center lines. I want to give the center lines the right properties. So now my center lines, these are meant to be center lines. So center line. Okay. Now the center line is not showing the broken lines. It's not showing as broken lines. So I'm going to change the property. Line type scale. Let me make this 10. Okay. So now it's obvious. So I'm going to apply the same settings to these other ones. MA match property. Okay. All right. So it's now showing our center line. Okay. So now I can go ahead now and do my dimension. I can go ahead now and apply my dimension. First of all, I'll do the settings for dimension. New dimension, new dimension, continue, new dimension, continue, symbol, let me make this 5, texts, 6, line, let me make my line blue, blue, primary units. So if you don't know how to do the dimension, I've done a previous video on dimension. You can look up that video to understand how to create your dimension. So now I want to start applying my dimension. So make sure your drawing aid is on. Your object snap is on when you want to apply your dimension. So that will enable you to pick the endpoints accurately. Okay, good. 15. So, okay. Yes, I notice I've not yet trimmed. Then there is a fillet of radius 6. Fillet of radius 6. Then I need to trim off this portion. So I'm going to quickly do that. So fillet of radius 6, multiple radius 6. So let me quickly do that using fillet. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be doing the trim again. I mean the fillet again. This time multiple trim. I will say trim. I will activate the trim option because oh no, I don't want it to trim. I don't want it to trim. Multiple, okay. Trim, I will say no trim. No trim. Okay, let me keep applying. So that will give it a nice blend. A nice blend. Then now I'm going to trim some portion of the objects. Is this okay? Okay. I'm going to trim off some portion of the object. Okay. So now, yeah, this is supposed to be a complete circle, but one way or the other, I've trimmed it off. So I'm going to return it back by using extend. I'm going to complete it back by using extend. Okay. Extend, extend, um, extend it. Or I'll just, okay, circle, snap back. Then match property, MA. Um, then take this off. Take this off. Okay, all right, good. Okay, all right, good. Looks good. Looks good. Then I'll continue with my dimension. I'll continue with my dimension. So what else? Dimension, radius. This is radius 6, correct? Radius 6. Then, which other radius do I have? Okay, radius 12. Then, radius 66.4. Radius 12. Radius again. Okay, 66. Okay, all right. Then, okay, then let me use linear dimension. From here to here is 82. From linear dimension again, from here to here is, okay, 41. Okay, 41.3 here, because my dimension is set to one decimal to whole number. That's why it's giving me 41 here, which is fine. Radius 40. Okay, this is radius 40. Okay, radius 40. So which other one do I need to bring out? Radius 14 here. This is radius 14. Radius 14. Um, okay. Hmm. Little mistake here. This should be radius 10. But radius 10. Okay, I did mine to radius 5. It's fine too. It's fine. I'm going to leave it that way. Linear from center to the base here. 68. 68. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. So now I have my drawings. I have my drawing done. So lastly, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be applying gradients. I'm going to be applying gradients. Gradients just to add a bit of color to it. I'm going to be applying gradients. So I'll click on gradients, then I'll just pick any two colors of my choice. Um, pick any two colors of my choice. Okay, let me just leave this with yellow. Then I'll select the region I want to apply the gradient to. Okay, all right, good. All right, so now in doing this drawing, we have applied a whole lot of tools. We have done circle, we've used line, we've used string, we've used fillet. We have applied a whole lot of tools. So in case you don't know how to do this, some of these tools, you can check the previous videos on how to use these tools. So if you really enjoy this exercise, you can follow me by subscribing, by liking. You can also add your comments. Let me get feedback from you. So join me in the next exercise.